YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today in season 6, I'm going to be giving you guys the best animations for every build on both next gen and current gen, so you guys can become the best bunny on 2K22. I'm gonna be on next gen for this video, but trust me, everything I show you guys in this video also works for current gen. Really quick, like and subscribe if you eat food, and let's hop right into it. On the screen right now are the animations I'm going to be using this season. Obviously, I didn't want to waste any of your time, but I do highly recommend you guys watch this entire video, so that way you guys know how to use these animations as well as alternate animations for different builds and playstyles. But if you are going to click off the video, I understand that, but please drop me a like for not wasting any of your time. So starting things off, we're going to be talking about our dribbling sigs. The first animation on this list is the quick dribbling style. This is all around the best dribbling style that I've been using pretty much this entire year, and here's why. First off, it has one of the fastest speed boosts out of all the dribbling styles, but probably more importantly, it has the best connectors, which are really important to string together dribble moves. Also, if you want to, you can use C Gray. This is also a very good dribbling style with the exact same connectors. Its speed boost is a little bit different. I don't know if it's necessarily better, but I do know some people that like it more. So next, onto the SIG size up. This is going to be Steve Francis. This is a brand new animation in season 6 and is by far the best animation added this season. It's all around super fun, super glitchy, and super fast. Right here, you guys can see its crossover animation is super fast. So for those of you that just want a left right, this is going to be a very good option. I mean, you're able just to string together some crazy animations, especially with this behind the back. You guys can see it kind of just lets you walk back almost. Another great option is Derrick Rose. This is going to be a better option for all of you out there that just want a left-right speed boost. So as you guys can see, its crossover animation is just unmatched. If you're a little taller, I mean taller than 6'4", then you can use Tracy McGrady. This is also a super good option that can still left right. However, this time you're going to want to do it with the behind the back instead of the crossover. Also, if you have really low ball handling, you can use Zach LaVine. This is not the best animation in the world in my opinion, but it's still very good. So for the third animation on this list is going to be the signature combo. This is also just like Steve Francis, a brand new season 6 animation. Although I'm not gonna lie, signature combos are not very good this year. Right here on the screen right now is what the full dribble combo looks like. You guys can see it's all around pretty decent. Although I rarely use the full combo, and the first dribble move is really what matters to me. You guys can see it's kind of an in and out dribble move that is super glitchy and super good to speed boost out of. But if you guys do want something more fast and kind of more traditional, then I'd recommend using Trae Young instead. You can get way more of a fast combo that is very, very good. And then after Trae Young, if you can't unlock this, then just go with Paul George, which is all around pretty decent. Next, moving on to the size up escape package, you're going to want to go with Kemba Walker. This is yet again another season 6 animation that is all around super good. It has a decent big cross animation that's not great to crab people with, but it's super good to speed boost out of or combo out of. It is one of the best step back animations in the game. You guys can see this is super duper fast and super duper good. You also get the good explosive behind the back animation, which is super helpful. And I mean, just like alt animations are super good and super glitchy. This size up escape package is super easy to combo with, especially if you use the Steve Francis SIG size up. If you want to, you can also use Trae Young. This is a bit more common animation. It has some better animations and then some worse animations. My two favorite animations when using the Trae Young is the big crossover and the fake out behind the back. All around, definitely try this thing out. You never know, it might be the best size up escape package for you. Another great option you can use is the Damian Lillard size up escape package. This gives you the biggest step back animation, which is super good. I don't know if it's necessarily better than the Kemba Walker size up escape package, but it's definitely all around very good. Again, just like the Trae Young, it has some good animations and then some not so good animations. A really good low ball handle alternative is the LeBron James size up escape package. This gives you the best step back animation, which can be super overpowered, especially on tall builds. Also, speaking of LeBron James, the moving crossover animation you're going to want to go with is also LeBron James. This all around is very good. It pretty much has no bad animations. It has the biggest crossover animation, which is super good and super glitchy. It also has a really good double crossover animation and between the legs animation. For the moving behind the back, I would recommend going with Scottie Pippen. This gives you the really fast and really glitchy move that almost launches you forwards. All around, this is super good whether you're just using it to get up and down the floor or to ISO. For the moving spin, I'd recommend going with basic. This is the best ISO dribble move on this list and gives you the really glitchy spin back animation, which honestly is the only spin back left in the game. All around, you guys are just going to see me use this animation a ton. Next is going to be moving hesitation, and you're going to want to go with Kyrie Irving. This gives you this little hop hezi animation, which is really easy to shoot out of, speed boost out of, or combo out of. And for this reason, it's the best hezi animation in my opinion. Probably the main reason why I use this thing is its little bounce back animation, which if you can master is super hard to guard and super overpowered. Also, if you're unable to unlock Kyrie Irving, you can use either Luka Doncic or Larry Bird. They both give you the exact same hop animation, so either works. For the second to last drill move of this video is going to be the Jimmy Butler moving step back. This is not the step back that creates the most space or anything, but it's definitely the step back that is by far the fastest. Just like the Kyrie Irving hesitation animation, this is a really good animation to shoot out of, combo out of, and it's all around just very good. Also, again, just like the hezi, you get a similar bounce back animation, which is in my opinion a lot easier to trigger and is still very, very good. For the triple threat style, I would recommend going with pro. Honestly, I don't think your triple threat style really matters. I mean, every animation's a little bit different, but I honestly don't think it matters too much in the grand scheme of things. Next, moving on to the shot creating and post scoring animation. First, for the dribble pull up, I'd recommend just going with normal. This is the easiest dribble pull up to time in my opinion, and is really good when you're fading in the corners. Dribble pull-ups are honestly just all about preference. Just try out different dribble pull-ups and see which one works the best for you. For the spin jumper, I'd recommend going with Penny Hardaway. When you use this animation, you guys get this spin move into kind of a step back, which is really cool in my opinion. It's not the most effective spin jumper in the world since it's kind of slow, but it's definitely really fun to use. Although from my experience, it's definitely not the best on the 1v1 court. If you want something more fast and more traditional, then I'd recommend using Pro. It's definitely a much faster animation that's probably more practical as well. Next, onto the hop jumper, I began recently using Kyrie Irving. The whole reason why I use this hop jumper is because of this animation right here. Like for some reason, nobody can guard this move. Another great option is Pro 2. This creates more space and is definitely much more quick. Although you don't get the same glitchy animation that you would get with Kyrie Irving. Next, onto my post moves. Really nothing has changed since the previous video. I'm using Pro 4 as my post fade, which creates the most space, is the fastest, and is the easiest to time. For the post hook, I'm using Joel Embiid, which is really overpowered, impossible to contest, and super easy to green. And then onto the post hop shot, I'm using Anthony Davis. This post hop shot creates the most space with the hop. Also, you don't have to use this in the traditional hop shot way either. Like there's a ton of creative ways to use this hop shot just to create some space. Next, moving on to the jump shot. Pretty much like 80% of the time, I'm using base 3 with 60% Paul George and 40% Rudy. This is one of the fastest jump shots in the game and works for pretty much every single build in this game. And also this thing is really easy to time and really easy to green. I'm not going to go super in depth on how to use this jump shot or time this jump shot. If you do want a more in-depth video, check out the video in the card above. I ranked the top 5 jump shots and this was my #1 jump shot, so definitely go check it out. Also, from time to time, I do replace Rudy with Bird. Honestly, it just depends on the day. Sometimes I just can't hit with Rudy for some reason. Moving right along to the dunk packages. Really nothing has changed, so I'm gonna go kind of quickly. For the 1 foot moving dunks, I'm using quick drops off 1, baseline reverses off 1, and then a new animation I recently got is cradle dunks off of 1. I'm going with the athletic one-handers off of 1, as well as both double clutch animations. And as well for tomahawks, I'm going with straight arm tomahawks and uber athletic tomahawks off of 1. I'm not going with any park dunks since I think they're too flashy and too easy to get blocked. Really, the only flashy animation I have right now is cradle dunks. For contact dunks, you're going to want to go with all of these. Pretty much a general rule of thumb is any contact dunk animations you can buy them. Next, onto 2 foot moving dunks. First, I'd recommend going with quick drop in back scratchers off of 2. And then as well, go with athletic side tomahawks. I also think this is a very good animation. For park dunks, again, I'm not using any of these. And for contact dunks, again, I'm using all of these. For alley-oops, I'd recommend going with both pro and elite. And then for park alley-oops, again, I'm just not going with any of these. I'm not a big fan of park dunks. And then scrolling down here to contact alley-oops, as usual, buy whatever contact alley-oops you can get, including if you're a big man, then get the big man contact. Moving right along to signature dunks. The only signature dunk I'm using on my guard build is Russell Westbrook. Also, if you want to, some other good animations is Zach LaVine and Michael Jordan. If you're a big man, I'd recommend buying Ben Simmons. This is a very good big man dunk animation. And then after that, if you are able to unlock Dwight Howard, definitely buy this as well. On to standing dunks. Obviously, I'm on my guard build right now, but I can still tell you guys what to buy. For regular standing dunks, I recommend going with both one hand and two hand. And then for rim pulls, go with both pro and elite. Although for athletic dunks, you're not going to want to buy the one-handed ones. You're only going to want to buy the two-handed ones. And then obviously, as usual, buy whatever contact dunk packages you can get. Also, if you guys are wondering what my layup package is, I'm currently using small. Honestly, I really don't think layup packages matter that much. But some other good animations is Jelly, Curry, and Kyrie Irving. For the last animation of this video is going to be the free throw. I'm personally using Stephen Curry, although I'm probably not the best person to ask about free throws. I've probably shot a total of 10 free throws in all of 2K22 in the real games. Honestly, I don't really get fouled that much in Pro-Am, and I usually stick to park anyways. If you didn't make it this far into the video, please like and subscribe. There's a gameplay video, a dribble tutorial, and the top 5 best jump shots on the screen right now. Like, comment, subscribe, go follow me on Twitter, and I'm out. Peace.